talk my talk. Let me speak my piece. It's for all my dogs. Coming straight off the leash. She kill 'em all like the Reaper. I need a girl like MEKA. She jumping out the gym on all them hoes. Shorty came straight out the bleachers. Hey, she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, she came through with the combo. Cause shorty too lavish. Hey, that girl she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, look, she came straight with the combo. Hey, look, let me talk my talk. Let me speak my piece. It's for all my dogs. Coming straight off the leash. She kill 'em all like the Reaper. I need a girl like MEKA. She jumping out the gym on all them hoes. Shorty came straight out the bleachers. Hey, she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, she came through with the combo. Cause shorty too lavish. Hey, that girl she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, look, she came straight with the combo. Hey, look, let me talk my talk. Let me speak my piece. It's for all my dogs. Coming straight off the leash. She kill 'em all like the Reaper. I need a girl like MEKA. She jumping out the gym on all them hoes. Shorty came straight out the bleachers. Hey, she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, she came through with the combo. Cause shorty too lavish. Hey, that girl she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, look, she came straight with the combo. Hey, look, let me talk my talk. Let me speak my piece. It's for all my dogs. Coming straight off the leash. She kill 'em all like the Reaper. I need a girl like MEKA. She jumping out the gym on all them hoes. Shorty came straight out the bleachers. Hey, she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, she came through with the combo. Cause shorty too lavish. Hey, that girl she the baddest. Hey, that girl too bad. Hey, look, she came straight with the combo.
Welcome to From the DMV Live with MEKA. I'm your host, MEKA. You guys, this has been a week, okay? I don't know about you, but for me, this has been a week, okay? I'm just saying. We've had some health issues with moms, or some health concerns, rather. We've had, just stuff at school with the baby, life be life, and that's how it goes, right? That's the one thing we're always guaranteed is going to happen. So today, my guest is going to be Laughing Lenny. He's a comedian. You have probably seen him around. He is, of course, stuck in traffic because every week I say the same thing. My guest always ends up stuck in traffic. Nobody knows how serious this traffic is around Iverson Mall. I'm just saying. It's obviously really the happening place. Either that or my show takes place during rush hour. So maybe there's always going to be traffic. Yeah, maybe that's it. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm glad that you all are here. I'm glad you had another wonderful week, I'm hoping. At least if it wasn't a wonderful week, let's think about it from the perspective that you're still here. You made it through, right? So let's celebrate that, if nothing else. Another wonderful week that we've got in the bank. And if not, another wonderful week ahead of us, because you always have a chance to make next week even greater, right? I'm just saying. So this week, this week in this show today, we're going to be talking to Lenny about his, how he got started, how he got motivated. If you didn't catch the episode from last week, I was speaking with Quentin Alexander. He is an actor. He is a mentor. You definitely want to go back and check out that video if you did not, as well as the week before last. I mean, I've had a few great guests over the last few weeks. So I would say if you haven't caught those, make sure you catch them or check them out rather. Let's see now. I am going to give you all a quick little look at, hold on, give me one moment. I will BRB, if you will. Welcome back. As I stated, this Thursday we are going to be talking with Laughing Lenny. Laughing Lenny is a comedian from the area. I'm sure you all have heard of him. If you have not, make sure you check him out and make sure you stay tuned so you can hear about how he got started and what really keeps him ticking, as well as where you can find him and check out his, comedic arts, other than YouTube, of course. So this week we have him, and then next week we're going to have Chris from TOB, who we're going to be sitting down with. So make sure that you tune in for that. 4 to 6, we're going to be on time next week though, because we're going to try to get here a little earlier. And then, as I stated, we're about to check out some Obsession bands. So give us just a moment, sit back and enjoy. As soon as I find it. Wait. There.
The camp is here. 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 on the internet. About to get this motherfucker warmed up OG style. Stay right there. Take a ride with me, yo. We just warming up, baby girl.
And we are back. Guess what, you guys? I have a special guest in the building. Now, you know, everybody that comes to see me gets stuck in this traffic, right? Because we forget that Iverson Mall is what? The happening place. It's still happening. I mean, well, either that or it's rush hour, like I said a minute ago. But so I have in the studio with me none other than Laughing Lenny. He has made it through traffic. Yes, yes. So how was it? How are you? Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the building. How you feeling today?
Baby, I'm feeling great. And you talking about Iverson Mall. Let me tell you something. See, people don't understand. I used to hang around Iverson Mall when Iverson Mall was Iverson Mall. Did you know that a Woodworth and Woody's here?
Woodward and Lothrop.
Right there, right there, right there.
Well,
Well,
they didn't close it down now.
yeah, I still walk through there and speak to everybody.
I think everybody.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Hey, get your shit together. You ain't gonna be here no more.
You should
And then,
have called that a few
I
years
know. And then look, I'm gonna tell you a spot that everybody used to. I'm gonna tell you a spot. People was coming from all over town just to go to this spot.
ago.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, this is where you ain't had to go to Georgetown. Man, this spot I'm about to tell you about. See, you don't know about listen, if you wasn't getting money back then, you don't know about the spot.
Where?
You had to get money. You had to get shoebox money.
What place?
Lawrence Reed. Good God Almighty.
Did you just
Lawrence Reed? Lawrence Reed.
Right there.
Man, Lawrence Reed had the gators, the lizards, the fly stuff. Let me tell you something right now. If you was getting shoebox money or mattress money,
Yeah.
that's where you was going, Lawrence Reed.
Yeah, no doubt.
See,
no
see.
doubt. No, ain't nobody wearing gators these days, are they?
Nah, these youngins out here, don't even wear cologne.
How's a cologne?
They don't even wear
We're
cologne.
not gonna get into this up in the
They
morning.
cologne is what's that you? Good God, what? You smell so bad. You gave me a high, and you just walked by.
I remember when people used to even, like smoke weed and spray themselves down or something. Now it's like, oh, I smell like gas. Nobody ever
Yeah.
wanted to smell like gas.
And some of the women smell like that too.
Yeah,
You be like,
yeah.
I would date you, but your smell is
No, but it's the teenagers for me more than anybody
Yeah.
else. Because I want to know, when we were teenagers, do you think we smelled like steak and cheese, extra onions, no steak
No.
and cheese?
No. See, this thing with the youngins now, I'm gonna keep it 1800 with no chaser, baby.
No chaser.
Good God Almighty. See, these youngins now, they like to look rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
They take a shower,
Mm-hmm.
they take baths,
Mm-hmm.
but they like to look rough.
Yes, they do. Yeah, they do.
Man, let me tell you something now. One day, I looked at my son. I said, good God Almighty, boy, I'm going to have to get a blood test.
Not the blood.
Ain't no way possible you could be mine. Look at me, boy. I'm a fly guy. Look at you. No, I got to get a blood test.
You feel like, I kind of feel like the payback for all the parents who used to be, about that life is that all
Yeah.
our kids are very like straight laced and very much so like, what do you mean? What should
Yeah.
I do? He bothered me. You know what I'm saying? We got those kids. What
Yeah.
do you think?
Well, the cats that was out there in them streets getting money,
Mhm.
they promised themselves their kids won't come up like them.
That's true.
So a lot of these cats sent their kids to college. A
Mhm.
lot of cats' kids are green
Yeah.
because they made sure
Yeah.
they weren't gonna be like them. They was gonna be better.
Right.
But then, ooh,
That's a double-edged sword, right?
they went down 95 and jumped on 495.
Uh-huh.
They didn't go the way we want. I say, I can't speak for every child in the world, but some of our kids didn't go the way we wanted them to go.
Yeah.
And then you had some did because you know a lot of cats say, "Hey man, I know your father, man.
Yeah.
You better get it right." And some dudes will snatch you up and say, "Hey, nah, we ain't having that."
I think that's decreased a lot over the years, and it needs to change back. The fact that so many of us don't have that, you know, hey, I know your father. It's more like, do you know your father? You know what I mean?
Right,
As opposed to,
right,
you know,
right,
like,
right.
yes, aren't you so and so's boy? You know, now
Yeah.
it's like, are you?
Mhm.
You know.
You got like I say, kids now, you know, they just. I remember the times when we was coming up before we got into that world.
Right.
These kids now, they got iPhones, they got everything.
And without the phone, try to take a phone from a kid.
Oh,
You
you
might
get
as well
whooped.
stab him in the face.
Oh, you send them videos on social media, you gonna get whooped or whoop them.
Yeah.
And see, when we was coming up, before we got into that life, we know how to have fun. Girls jumping double dutch.
Right.
And then the little saying about their mother, their father, it was funny, but they were serious.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, you talk about my father, you make me mad. Hold on, look at oh yeah. You talk about my father, you make me sad. You talk about my mother, you make me mad. You talk about me, I'm gonna kick your ass.
How about that? How about the fact that our fights used to kick off, right?
Yeah.
Oh, straight up, Batman, hit my hand.
Yep.
Now you know what it is, right?
Yep.
It's not like, oh, I think somebody might do something to me because some weirdo is sending me messages from a number I don't know.
Exactly.
Like, that's a little more scary.
And you got kids now committing suicide because the internet. Somebody bullied you on the internet,
and you don't even know who's bullying.
And you don't even know who it is. Man, when we was coming up, we like, okay, I tell you what, I see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you.
I will see you tomorrow. And they look. Your mother, look, you look down the street, your mother coming up the street, your mother got you, your brother, your cousin, and y'all gonna knock on that person's door and y'all gonna fight. Because you ain't gonna bully my son. That's right. And the parents go, and then you know, and then the parents gonna be cool with the parents. Then y'all gonna be cool together. Right. Kids don't do that. Not
at all.
These kids out here gang banging, killing each other with no life insurance.
That's crazy.
Good God Almighty.
No sense, right?
And this the funny part. Not funny part, but this the crazy part. You can't make this up. They will go do 25 years in prison like it ain't nothing.
Oh yeah, like it's a party, it's a playground in there.
Right.
That's where my friends are.
Right, but they will not do 4 years of high school.
How about that one?
Help me do the math. Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. You send me. I be in the barber shop. They talk about when I see such and such. You tell them I'm gonna punch him in his face when I see him.
Yeah.
But they will not go punch a time clock for 8 hours.
And make that money. Why? Why? So, okay.
Woo.
So let's rewind back, right? Who was Little Lenny?
Little Lenny was, let me tell you something, had so much fun, love to keep everybody laughing, we was always having fun, always cool, always fly guy.
So you always knew you were funny, is what you're saying.
No, I was a laid back, quiet. I was real quiet, laid back.
Really?
Yeah.
So you weren't in the joning of it all, really?
No, not unless you mess with me. But if you did, I'd sit back and we would laugh with other people. And then when I got to high school, and then that's when we used to joke. That's it. We used to come to school just to joke.
Okay.
Me, my man Fred, Keith, and Luke from Shady Side, Sulin, Shady Side. Look, let me tell you something. We used to come to school just to joke. We walk in the classroom and the teacher would say, turn around. Turn around. We ain't doing this today. We would come into class just to joke. I'm telling you, people would come to school
to hear what y'all were going to
and come to class just to hear. They messed around and put all of us in one class. They didn't know. I said, this is not going to be a good year. And we just joke every day.
See, you know, the good thing about those days is that you could joan and like nobody is
Nah,
taking it all the way to heart. Like,
man,
not to be like that.
Man, we
joned on
every day.
Right?
And my man Horse,
Mm-hmm.
my man Horse, and another dude Horse, and my man from City Line Tie. He was City Line Tie. Horse, oh man, and Gene Burry, Cuffy. I mean, we that's all we did was Joan. That's all. I'm telling you. Look, we would get on the bus sometime, and we would Joan from the bus all the way home.
All the way to the house.
All the way to the house. Then we would go to school and just jump. I mean, one day we was on a bus. We was on a bus, and we was on a bus, and I was sitting next to this girl on the bus, and about 15, 16, a dude pull up in a convertible BMW, and he was sitting on 20s.
Of course. She
lost her mind. I say, F him. We sitting on 60s.
Right.
And he don't have all that room like we got on this bus. Look at the room we got on here. Right. We can take who we want to take on here. I don't bam my ass. I was saying to myself, man, I got to step my game up, baby. That's what I'm saying to myself. And then after that, I was like, man, we got to stop this Joan and get some money.
So tell me, like, along that line, how did Jonan and just, enjoying yourself and just being a kid around the way transition in the country?
See, kids now, like I said, when we was coming up. Yeah. When we was coming up, our parents think about this here. If you grew up in the 60s, 70s, 80s, your parents ain't care about you.
Yeah.
You know what? Think about this here.
They were busy.
No, think about this here. You will wake up in the morning and leave the house, because if they woke up and you woke up, you had to do so much around the house before you go outside. So you got your stuff together and you left, and you didn't come back home. You couldn't come back home till the street lights come on. So you left So you left out the house from early in the morning, and you didn't get back home till late at night. And when you walk through the house, when you come in the house, only thing your mother said to you, "Are you hungry?" Hungry? I don't eat shit all day. What you mean? Yes, I'm hungry. I had no breakfast, no lunch, no dinner. What you mean? Am I hungry? You couldn't come back in the house, because if you did, you had to stay in the house. So we was gone for like.
And even if they have nothing for you to do, you come in the house. You can't be letting them in out.
Thank you, man. We was gone for 12 to 14 hours a day. Right. No cell phone. Right. Your mother couldn't get in contact with you at all.
About that? Oh my God.
At all.
I wouldn't even let my kid go to school.
Think about it. Think about it.
And we were gone.
Our parents, let me tell you something. If you listen to this podcast, your parents ain't give a damn about you back there. And listen, you couldn't even come in the house to get a glass of water. You had to go to the side of the house and drink from the water hose. The water hose.
Drink out the water. You drink unfiltered water.
You had everything coming through that water hose.
Anything.
But you were drinking it though, because you did not want to go back in the house.
Oh, it was delicious.
Yes, man. We had fun. Let me tell you something right now. We had fun. I remember, look, when I left DC schools and started going to Maryland schools.
How was that?
The gang switched up, because A through E, that's DC schools.
Oh yeah.
A through F is Maryland schools.
Other way.
I'm sorry, the other way. Okay, A through F is DC school. Yeah. A through E is Maryland schools. Yeah. So when I came home one day, my mom said, "Boy, I don't see no more F's. But your book out, that's failing." And when I got transferred to the other school, she said, "Boy, now I done got you from one school to another school to do better. Now I don't see number E's." I said, "Exactly. Excellent." That's excellent. She said, "Baby, I'm so proud of you. I know you can do it." I said, "Lord, I can't let her go to no PTA meetings."
Not true, huh?
We had so much, man. I'm trying to tell you, we had so much fun, man.
I could not believe that, but so look. Your mom was a very integral part of
Hey,
your life.
my mother did not play.
Yeah.
My mother was the mother and the father when my father passed. My mother did not play. She ain't like all these other mothers. See, all these other mothers, my mother would tell you something one time. There were no twos and threes once. And then her arm will stretch from here to that light. And she could slap the taste out of her mouth and bring her hand right back and start back talking on the phone.
You think you had COVID?
Yes, sir.
COVID
Yes, sir. My mom slapped me so hard, I didn't know what to say. I just looked at her. That's what we need. These kids need these days.
That's the truth.
You gotta call a kid now at least 50 times before they turn and say
no. Before they do what?
Before they say, huh?
Not come see what you want, but what? Say, huh?
That's it.
That's terrible.
I mean, one time, it's 5 of us. We was watching cartoons. Let me take you all the way back. I'm about to tell my age.
Go ahead.
I'm 61. That's right. That's right. That's right. 61.
And looking good.
61. Yeah, 61. 61. 61. And I was going over my finance. My finance say I can retire when I'm 98 and I can live comfortable for about 10 minutes.
Okay. What do you have planned for those 10 minutes? What you gonna do in those 10 minutes? You know?
10 minutes. And those 10 minutes, I was gonna think about committing suicide.
Think about it.
And look, I told my mom one day I would commit suicide. She said, son, that is not the way. Don't even think about it. It's not the way. She said, you just hold on in there. You gonna die.
I think that's good. Yeah.
But the difference, but what I like about my life now, and then I sit back and I think about we made it.
Yeah, for real.
Man, we made it.
Yeah.
Out of all the stuff that we done, we went through, man, we still here to laugh and joke and talk about it.
How about that? How about the fact that you can still laugh after the storm? That's the kicker.
Oh,
right?
my God.
That's the big part.
Man, I think of the things that I done. Think about them now. I can't do nothing but laugh because I say, man, I had to be a straight fool.
See, I'm saying, but you know what I always tell people? So this is crazy. You said that you're a straight fool, and I think this is going to be the Thankful Thursday thought of the day. The Thankful Thursday thought of the day is thank God that God looks out for babies and fools. I'm just saying, because
yes, sir.
I got a lot of babies. And a lot of people think I'm foolish. I'm just saying. So I don't know about you,
but you know what?
Works.
They keep you laughing.
Yeah.
And see, it's an old saying. It's an old saying. See, I moved to DC when I was about 13, but I'm a country boy. Yes, sir.
You can hear it.
Yes, sir. Came to DC when I was about like 13. Where it's an old country saying that when the kids are born, they on your ankles. But when they get older, they in your heart.
That's true.
See, because everywhere you go, when a kid, they following you.
Right.
You can't get a break.
Right.
And when they get older, it's the same way. They always doing something, and you can't get a break.
At your heart.
You pulling at your heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you will be a mama's boy. And if you're looking at this podcast, ladies, and you sit next to your man or your boyfriend, that's right. I'm going to stamp it. I said it. A man will always be a mama's boy till he leave this world. So all that, you a mama's boy, that's right. Stop saying it. Find something else to say. Because I'm going to tell you something. This is the truth. I'm going to keep it 1800 with no chaser, baby. Good God Almighty. Here we go. Here we go. When a woman breaks your heart, who there for you? Mama. When you can't pay that car note, who there for you? Mama. When you about to get set out, who there to pay that rent? Mama. When you incarcerated and them letters is coming and who accepting them calls and that damn phone bill back then come $1,000, $1,500, and they gonna cut that shit off.
Yeah.
Mama find a way.
Yeah.
Who gets on a plane, go cross the world to see you? Mama. Who goes spend that $10 to catch a shuttle to the jail? Mama.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you go through, bad or good, who gonna be there for you? Mama.
No matter what you do.
No matter what you do, mama gonna stand by you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be a mama's boy until you leave this world. So ladies, stop saying that bullshit. Find something else to say. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Oh, women, this their favorite thing. When you ain't had nothing, I was there for you, I was there with you, and now you gonna leave me for that. That's all they gonna say. But when you come out your mama womb,
Well, how about the fact even bigger than that? I think that women need to appreciate men that love and value their mothers, because if he doesn't love and value the person that took the time to have him, Bookie, what is he gonna do with you? You know what I'm saying?
What?
I'm just saying, that's some real talk right there. If I don't love, value, and respect, and not only that, God forbid y'all are about to have children together. Because if you have a baby by him, that means he doesn't even respect the process that you're about to go through to make this life, because he doesn't respect the fact that somebody went through to make it.
Exactly. But let him tell it. Let him tell it. Sometimes you got to sit back and just let what men need to start doing now. Sit back. I have learned. Sit back and just listen to her talk. Don't say one word. Just listen at her. And you can talk to yourself like, what the fuck I done got myself into?
That goes both ways.
That goes both ways too. That goes.
You let them go.
Yes, it go both ways, but
Yeah.
communication is the key. And when I say communication is the key, it's not that assuming and I thought. No, communication is you sit down, you talk about it, and make it work. And the only way to make a marriage work, a relationship work, keep people out your business and keep your loved ones off of social media.
Yeah.
Please, please, because once you start doing that, you in trouble. Everybody control your relationship. You don't.
Yeah.
Everybody.
A lot of people live
and people don't understand. There is nobody perfect.
How about that?
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
But let them tell it. And that's why I say, keep your personal life off social media.
Yeah.
Keep everybody out of your relationship, and it'll grow along. Look at Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington never put his wife on social media.
Yeah.
And then as they got older, when he's about to retire, he did that. But before that, he didn't do that. And number one, ladies, and I said the number one pet peeve that drives me crazy. Ladies, keep your damn food off of social media.
Did you say your food?
Your food. What you make, that's what you make. Some of y'all food be on Facebook giving me food poison, and I ain't even through the screen, and I ain't even tasted. I was like, look at this bullshit here. I got to go lay back down before I go somewhere. They were like, man, you know the show starts 9 o'clock. Where you at? Oh, man, I got to lay there. Man, I got food poison. When you stop at to eat? I just stopped. I looked on Facebook. Oh, my. Man, this girl, oh my God. This girl put shrimp in the potato salad. She put pecans in the potato salad. Bruh.
She might have just
Lord Jesus. Man, I'm sick, man. I listen. Start the show. I'll be here. I gotta lay down for a few minutes. Start the show. Yeah, my stomach bubble. Oh Lord Jesus. Oh Lord. Listen, and that's what I'm like, why?
Just wow, right?
Why?
No reason.
And then somebody go on Facebook and put the number up. 1-800 call this number when people are not the people they say they are on Facebook. No, they need to put the number up. They need to put the number up so somebody calls and say, look, Facebook, this is not the woman picture that that I met when I went to go meet her. So I need you to cancel her stuff on Facebook right now. They need to put the number up.
Well, so wait, what do you think about Facebook dating? Have you seen that? The Facebook dating app
No.
or whatever?
No, I never seen it,
They
but
have a Facebook dating app where you can like online dating, but it's on Facebook though.
no, I think that you don't need all that. You don't need all that, man. What you need to do, let me tell you how to meet somebody. Go back to the olden days. You know, go up Sam Car Wash, wash your car, go down Haynes Point, Anacostia on Sunday, drive through the park, go down Georgetown, walk around like the good old days. There you go.
Ain't no cook.
Stop working on, because you know what? That double date is not gonna work. I remember a long time ago. I went out on a date. My man, listen, he said, "Look, man, listen, her cousin. Don't worry about what her cousin look like." I said, "Oh hell no!" When somebody say, "Don't worry about it," oh, you in trouble.
Yeah.
So I said, "All right." So look, we in Georgetown at Uno's Pizza. This is in Georgetown. The flower man is coming around. He buy his girlfriend a flower. So now her cousin looking at me like I'm supposed to buy her a flower. I said, listen, we just met. I buy your ass a stem. You ain't a rose yet, baby. You're not a rose yet. You get a stem. You gonna get a slice of cheese pizza with no pepperoni on it. You ain't got you don't get pepperoni yet. No more talking about that. We just met, baby. We just met. Same time, you know what? This ain't gonna work. I've been trying to tell you since we sat down.
Well, I've been excited. Let me tell you. Back in the day, I don't go on a date. I won't say with who because I still know the person. But I went on a date with my cousin. We went on a double date. The guy, I knew the guy, right? And his friend. And my cousin went with me. We went to the dollar movie.
Oh,
and we got there. Them guys was like,
no money.
They didn't have enough money for
That's
the dollar movie, y'all.
That's funny.
The dollar, but I had my cousin with me, so I couldn't be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't let us be embarrassed because, like, I broke dudes with us. So I had to pay our way. To this day, I won't let him live that down. Every time
I would be like, jolting it.
You still owe me like $3. Don't shit.
I remember my man called me. He was like, man, hurry up and get over here, man. She look good. You gonna like her. No, serious talk. You gonna like her. You gonna like her. I heard her talking in the background. Some said click.
You hung up?
Yes. This is what she said in the background. She said, he better hurry up and get over here before I leave because I want to see what he look like because looks is this evening.
Looks is this evening.
I said, hold up. Did she just say looks is this evening?
As opposed to this morning, I guess. Huh?
No.
Lenny, so
what she said, I said, click. He called back and said the number you have dialed is no longer in service.
Wait, you said that or it said that?
I said that. I said, wait a minute. Did she say this evening?
Looks can be this evening. I do agree.
That's right.
So listen, Lenny, what was the first? You came to DC when you were 13, right?
Yeah.
So right on the cusp of your puberty and everything, right? So that means you were in perfect timing for the go-go scene, I would say.
Yes,
right?
indeed, baby.
So tell me, do you remember the first go-go that you ever went to?
Yes, indeed.
And who'd you go to see?
Me and my man, Wayne Bean. I don't know Wayne. Hey, Wayne, you out there somewhere, man. Hey, man, hit me up, bro.
Shout out to Wayne.
Wayne Bean, my man.
Wayne
Yes, sir.
Bean.
Man, Wayne Bean. Wayne Bean, my man. Dunbar High School. That Sources Quarter handover crew. That's my man right there. Hit me up, baby. And Wayne Bean, we had a moped. Back then, people got mopeds.
Okay. Yes. Not a lot of people know.
Hey, Wayne had the baddest moped back then. He got it from Tropicana. He had it was a motor mechanic. Okay, I I know that joint was green. I know that joint was green. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, Wayne had money, baby. Wayne had money, player. So we went to see Rare Essence, the real Rare Essence, back in the day, each and every Wednesday night at the Maverick Room. Good God Almighty, the Maverick Room. And that's when I say it's time to get money. I got to get that money, man. And I'm looking at these cats. You know what? They used to call me country. And I'm looking at these cats. Man, these dudes got on feline sweatsuits. They got on every, man. I was Tom McCann and Morton's down.
You better let him know.
I'm gonna let you know, baby. My blue tips from Kenny's on Minnesota Benning Road, Minnesota Avenue. Boy, I had my little khaki outfit on for months. You couldn't tell me nothing. Looking like I was from LA.
LA Easter Sunday.
I was the man, and I had my little Dickie outfit on, man. And I was like, this ain't gonna work.
It didn't work.
Had to revamp. So my man Wayne had to plug me in. And so when he plugged me in, it was over. He said, country, I got to plug you in. So what he did was he took me around. So, you know, DC was back then, it was boom. Yeah. It was divided. Yeah. But they came together to divide. So you had Northeast, yeah. You had Northwest, you had Southwest, and yes, Southeast. So what he did, he took me, we started out with the attitudes, and then with the dressing. Okay. And then he said, now you're DC, baby. Okay. You're DC now. So I hung around, he took me around Northwest dudes, because Northwest dudes had that bag. They was getting that money. Good money. So then he took me around Northeast dudes. Because Northeast dudes was the flyest dudes in the club. Yes, they can dress they butt off. Yeah. They had all the women. Yeah. Good God Almighty. Come on. If you listen to this podcast, these phones should be ringing off the hook. Don't play with me. Or put some words up. Say something. You know, and then look. Southwest. Oh, them dudes was sneaky. Oh, they was sneaky. Yes, sir. Yeah. So he took me around there for I could learn how to be sneaky. Yeah. Stay on your toes, baby. Yeah. And then look. And then when he took me around Southeast, he said, put your bulletproof vest on, because ain't nothing right here but killers. Stick up boys and killers. He said, Southeast, stick up boys and killers. I said, what we doing around here? He said, you got to learn to protect yourself, baby.
You know, Southeast is the first place that I saw the jump outs come out of an ambulance. That's the first time I
yes, sir. Back here, Southeast, they were jumping out everything. U-Haul trucks. Yes, U-Haul trucks.
Limos.
Everything.
Now, how stupid was it to try to come out of a limo?
Hey, Slim. Hey, when they jump out, though, guess what? Right. Dudes was getting money. They knew not to be around there when they jumped.
Never there. So it's crazy because the jump outs will come and nobody was there when they were supposed to jump out on.
Not even the runners.
Why are you here?
That's right. We sit back and be up in the building looking down at the line. Yes. And see, that's the difference between now and then. Yeah. See, everybody got something. Everybody played their part, and everybody kept their mouth shut.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Them was the good days right there. Yeah. We was getting shoebox money, mattress money.
Tennis shoes.
Yes, sir. And see, listen here. Y'all baby, listen to what I'm about to say now. See, let me tell y'all something right now. From the 60s to the 90s, that's shoebox money. Yeah. Mattress, that's good money. Yeah. This new money ain't got no class. God Almighty. New money ain't got no class. See, that old money, that's good money. New money ain't got no class. That old money, good money. New money ain't got no class. And so and see, back then, we had rules. These youngers ain't got no rules. Huh? Yes, sir. Yeah. You couldn't do what these youngers doing now.
At all.
And I sit back, I was like, really? I mean, these dudes now, they quick to pull a gun. You know why?
Yeah.
You know why? Because they street record is 0-18. They never won a fight since they came out their mama womb.
But no, it don't be an 18. That's the kicker. It be 0-0. They never even tried to get in a fight. They just all talk. Because you know
can't fight a lick. And so
because they these keyboards.
Yes.
They all got these keyboards now. We didn't have that.
Yes. But they told that when they got that heat on them,
oh,
you can't tell nothing.
Oh yeah.
They Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
They Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
You take that heat away from them, they softer than CVS cotton. They can't fight a lick.
But think about it back in the day. That was some real stuff you just said. Like, think about when y'all were joning, when you were talking trash, when you said your mama, if somebody took it wrong, you ain't have no choice. But yeah, it's up and it's stuck, right? But now you say something to somebody that they don't like, you figure you can get away with it because 9 times out of 10 you're online anyway.
Hey, listen to me. Yes. I remember one time, my man, you out there, hey, Keith, work for those friends. Keith worked for Parker Planning man. We was joining one day. Boy, he hit me with the mother's joke so bad. I couldn't do nothing but laugh myself.
Yeah, that's what you do.
That man say, your mama so big, every time she turn all the way around, we give her a welcome back party.
No, that was a good one.
I didn't go over and tell my mama. My mama started laughing. She said, what you say, man? I said nothing. She said, good. Because you wouldn't know what I was talking about.
You ain't have a better one than that, right? She said, choose your battles wisely.
Choose them wisely. Hey, but we had fun.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, we
and think about
every
the
day.
That triggers when you have to battle with somebody verbally. First off, verbally sparring automatically increases your intellect. You know
yes.
When I have to figure out something to say to somebody telling me my mama's so fat that she turn around, they give her a welcome back party. I gotta be creative. You know what I'm saying? I can't leaned out.
We had fun.
Yeah.
And man,
how many kids was doped out when we were little kids though? I ain't see no little kids that 9th grade, 10th grade just leaning like they slumped in the corner and stuff. What is that?
And my man, he's a nice side dude, strong. He played football. Man, dude can hit. Tyrone Johnson, City Line Tower, we call him Bull. Let me tell you something right now. This is the funniest story ever. We always go back and forth, but we was best friends.
Right.
But we always go back and forth. So you know what? He played for the football team. I said, man, I'm trying out too. He said, no. He said, you're a pretty boy. No. Football ain't for you. I said, yes, it is. I'm going to do this. Man, I tried out for the football team. I played wide receiver. A dude hit me so hard, I got up. I said, give me some pom-poms. I think I was trying for being a cheerleader. What is a cheerleader? I want to be a cheerleader. What's the requirement? Give me some pom-poms because football is not for me. So I tried out. So like everybody back then was boxing. And man, I got to get shout out to the Knight brothers. Renan Knight, Lord Noddy. Dude stood about the size of this table, about taller than the table, but he was knocking everybody out. Little Renan Knight. And this brother Mike Knight. I'm like, how can both of y'all be beating people up? And then at the same time. And so and both of them, I was doing a church one day and I seen them. Both of them pastors now. One is a pastor in Baltimore and one is a pastor here. And I told the congregation, don't worry about it. Because when you get out of hand, he don't need nobody. He gonna go outside. Hey, listen, when he say this here, hey, what size shoes you wear? That's about he gonna take his shoes off, find somebody wear his size, put their shoes on, and beat the brakes off. I said, you a pastor? Oh Lord, y'all in trouble because he gonna punish everybody.
I think
Yeah.
we forget about the past lives of our pastors,
Man,
and our teachers,
we
and our
had
principals.
fun.
You know what I mean? These principals, I know a principal right now who used to play. He taught me to play on the phone. He used to order limos to people's houses, pizzas, cabs. Like he was very creative. Now he's a school principal.
Oh, that's what's
I'm
up.
saying, right? That's how you have to transition and evolve, right? But so tell me about your first comedy gig, like the first time you got paid to do comedy, and how did you get into it, and how did it go? Like, how did that feel?
It started out with my man, lived right down the street from here.
Oh, really?
His name was E.T.
Oh,
We called him Eric Thomas. Eric Thomas, E.T. He was a fighter too. He's a boxer dude. Woo! Boy, woo! The boy was a straight animal. Yes, Lord. Put that work in. And so we used to always watch comedy. And then sometimes, we would go to the comedy clubs and sometimes we would heckle the comedians. So one day I said, man, if he could do it, I could do it.
Right.
So he went up there, signed my name on the list, didn't tell nobody what he was doing. And he was famous for that though. He was famous for that. If you like, we'd be like say we in the Pancake House, right? And you was dating his man, or you was on a date with somebody and he knew you, man, he'd be like, watch this. I said, man, what you about to do? He said, watch this here. He'd tell the waitress, it's your birthday. So everybody come out and say happy birthday. And he'd be like, got you. I just want you to know I see your ass. And I'm telling you, I see your ass. I'm telling you. He was dirty. Oh, he was dirty, man. He was always on playtime.
But he put your name on the list and you ain't
even know. I didn't know. So we sit down. So we sit down at the comedy club, right? It was the Comedy Connection in Greenbelt, Maryland. It's the dude owner, his name was Raj. Give a shout out to Raj. And he owned it. He was like, comedy and pizza. I think it's gonna work. So we was on the front row. The place is packed. So the host is still calling my name. And I looked at my man Eric. I said, boy, this dude got my name. Oh, he better be funny. I'm looking on. I said, when he comes to the stage, if he ain't, I'm gonna start heckling his ass. How you got my name and you ain't funny? So we see. I'm like, when is this? I'm like, when is this clown coming? Did he do something? And they still calling the name. And so the host is looking at me. I'll never forget. His name was Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee. No, I'm sorry. No, it was Chris Paul. Chris Paul. Shout out to Chris Paul from WPGC. So Chris Paul is looking at WPGC. He used to be on the show with my man them. So he looking at me. And he still calling my name. I'm like, man, what you looking at me for? I want to see who this is with my name. And they said, nah, bro, it's you. I said, how you know my name? And my man is cracking up laughing. He won't stop laughing. So he said, yeah, get on up there so we can just boo your ass. Right. So I got up there, and so man, I did good. So I did good. I only had like I had 2 jokes. Okay. And there was a white man, black man, Chinese man. Everybody in the car was drunk. Who was driving? Who was driving? The police. That was one joke. And I had another joke. It was a cussing joke, but it was funny. It was funny. And so they told me to come back. So I would come back every week, every Wednesday night when they told us to come back. Then I just started hitting other comedy clubs and started, watching other big dogs like the Tony Woods back then, the Teddy Carpenters, the Kevin Anthony, the Greg Pooh, and Fat Doctor. Watching it, and Tony Woods I knew Tony. We go way back. And I knew Ted. And I would sit back and I was like, watch these dudes. I was like, man, I can do that, man. So what I did was I just started watching, because a lot of people say they watch Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby. Everybody always throw that out.
Right.
But what I did, I watched the old heads in the city.
Mhm.
Excuse me, because that's who you see. That's who you see all the time.
Yeah.
So I say, you know what? I want to throw my joke out there like Teddy Carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
Man, but I want to sit back and be laid back like my man Tony Woods.
Okay, I see.
And so, and then, right. Then I would sit back and I would look at Paul Mooney, and I was like, man, I want to sit on a stool like Paul Mooney and Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
But now I want to do that joke and develop that joke and watch how Richard Pryor move on stage, his delivery.
Right.
So I just started watching all the top dogs and roll them up together.
Yeah.
And say, I'm ready, baby.
I love
And
that.
that's what I did. And then as I got older, I just stopped. And as a comic, you don't want to watch other comedians when you get up in the game.
Right, yeah, because you don't want to start stealing.
Right, start stealing other people's jokes. And so what you do, you try not to watch other comedians.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I would do, I was so glad when they came out with cell phones. So glad, because I would see something funny, and what I'd do is I would text it.
Oh, okay.
Or I would go on voicemail and tell it and send it to myself.
Right.
So I can remember that joke.
Yeah.
I mean, I can remember what happened, and I can make it a joke.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, man, and talk about everyday life, saying stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, man, I was right where was that?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that front glass, when it's clean,
Uh-huh.
this lady had her little kids out,
Mm-hmm.
and they running towards Iverson Mall, the door.
Mm-hmm.
And the door was clean. They hit that glass, boom! They came up that glass. I laughed so hard.
Wait, did that really happen?
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No.
And I wrote that down.
I bet.
I said, see,
I bet.
the difference between kids got sense and kids ain't got no sense. Pain will wake your ass up.
Yeah.
When they hit that with a boom, they was up, and guess what? They stayed by mama's side.
Yeah,
And mama said, that's what your ass get.
Right.
That's it. So I would write it down, or I would text it, send it to myself, or I would go on voicemail and speak it and hold it. So every day I would see things every day, and just because comedy is about everyday life.
Right.
Comedy is about real life.
Yeah.
And I remember one time when my daughter was pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
and her fiance couldn't take her to the doctor's office.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted me to take her.
Mm-hmm.
So we leave the doctor's office, and Chick-fil-A,
Mm-hmm.
that restaurant just opened.
Okay.
Everybody's going to it.
Christian chicken. Yeah.
Yeah. So look, we go through, and we pulls off.
Uh-huh.
My daughter said, "Daddy, you forgot the condiments." I said, "It's a little too late for that."
Right. Right. Oh, 'cause she
You should have thought about that 4 months ago. You should have thought about that 4 months ago. You should. So she should have thought about that 4 months. And so I just write stuff down and just do and just write stuff down and say things. And kids was your best material.
Oh, definitely. Because most people can relate with either having kids or
Yeah.
being kids.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, my son used to do something so stupid. I would look at him like, boy, I got to get a blood test.
Say, yeah, for real.
You can't be my son to do something that stupid.
That's
so,
true, though.
It's everyday life.
Yeah.
Everyday life,
I
and
love
then
that.
start and when you're talking about sex, this is for all comedians. When you're talking about sex, make sure it's funny.
Yeah.
Because if it's not funny, it's the most nastiest thing that anybody want to hear.
Yeah.
It come out your mouth.
And nobody wants to be uncomfortable.
Right. So if you're gonna talk about sex, make it funny.
Yeah.
And I try not to insult people.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to talk about real life and make it funny.
Mm-hmm.
And because people come to see a show.
Yeah.
They don't come for you to pick on them
Yeah.
or make them feel uncomfortable.
Right. Imagine you're the now butt of or the star of somebody's show,
Right.
and you don't even
Right,
want to be
right,
seen.
right,
Just because of
right.
the person.
So, but you knew your
Yeah.
outfit was the way it was when you came out. You
Yeah.
put, but what I do, I just look over and keep going with the material.
Like my hair situation.
No.
Had to keep it moving.
Yeah.
You know,
And she,
show starts at 4.
yeah,
There's no more breaking.
and I just think about everyday life, and I make it funny.
Yeah.
And dudes like, man, why you ain't get him? I said, man, because I don't know what that person was going through.
That's true.
So
that says a lot about you as a person.
Oh yeah. So I remember I got one time I did a show. A lady came up to me. She said, you know what? You made me laugh so hard. I really was thinking about ending my life, but God brought me here for a reason.
You know,
And
it can be that simple.
And you know, she said, you know what? You saved my life. Because I'm telling you, I was thinking about going down Haynes Point. Because, you know, Haynes Point, they don't have no walls.
Yeah.
Anacostia, they don't have no walls.
Yeah.
She said, I was thinking about going Anacostia and just turn and drive straight into the water. But I didn't ask her what she was going through.
Right.
I just said, I thank God for bringing you here. Yeah. And I told her, I said, let me tell you something, man. I may tell jokes, I may act like a fool, but I'm a praying brother. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can pray now. Yeah. Oh, what? I know. Let me tell you, when it comes down to praying, I can pray. Because my mother was an animal. My grandmother was an animal. And it all came in. When I say, oh, man, what?
So now that brings me to, you know, my whole show is about speaking to inspiring people on why existing is not enough. You know, my premise is that life is always life.
Yes.
And if no matter what you're doing, it's going to life on you. And not only is it going to life on you, but it's going to try to knock the wind out of you.
Yes.
In order to kind of make you pivot, I feel like, though. I feel like that's why those things happen in our lives, to make us evolve and kind of kick us into hyperdrive in that evolution, you know? So I know you've had 3 major times that we've talked about, but can you tell us of, you know, sometimes, maybe more than one, when life has tried to knock you down, knock the wind out of you, and how did you keep it?
Well, we're going to start with the life be life.
Life be life.
That's what these youngins be saying there. You're the 13, 14 talking about life be life.
Oh, 14 years.
You ain't been you ain't got a job yet. You talking about life be life.
14 is the HGC summer work.
Life be life. I tell you what, let me tell you something right now. You better enjoy your life while you in your teens. Because when you hit them 40s, them 50s, them 60s, boy, your engine light gonna come on. boy, your body gonna be aching. You better enjoy life right now, because I'm telling you, and I tell them that. But I'm gonna tell you, when I sit back when I say that, when I say I know God, like don't nobody know him, baby, I know him. Let me tell you something. The devil will force you to do right. Because you get tired. And you can say, you know what? I'm tired. I can't do it no more. I remember when I came home. And some dudes owed me. Some dudes still owe me some money. And they go back. Okay, they had me on conspiracy. Conspiracy carry one to life. So, but when they ran up on me, they didn't get nothing. But when they hit me, when they raided the spot, it looks like something you see on SWAT. Remember the show SWAT back in the day? Okay. When they hit the block, I'm gonna give a shout out to Tisa from down the highway. Wise and Tranya from down the highway. Wise So look, I gotta get because they saved my life.
Well, shout out to Tisa and Tranya.
They saved my life. See, I was in the house. And my man Nook, why's up Nook worked for Metro. My man was our player. So look, all right. So Nook was leaving the house. Nook hit me back. Nook said, "Hey, bruh, there's helicopters flying around the building." And And I was like, oh, they probably looking for somebody, missing child, or I don't know, they probably looking for somebody. But so he said, no, but for real, they got helicopters flying around.
Right.
And so I was like, man, you said enough. So go ahead. They just came out with the first Eddie Murphy movie, 48 Hours, the first one.
Okay.
The first one. And we had that joint on Black Market. So I'm sitting there, I'm watching first 48.
Yeah.
So we laughing and joking and we joning. My man said, your mom's so stupid. It took her 2 days to watch 48 hours. So we joined, we still joined. So we joined. So I said, look, man, all right, man, bye. So look, later on, this girl called me. She said they cut all the lights out in the complex. So I'm like that's what Tisa called me.
Right.
Tisa called me, said that. And no, Tranya said the lights. So anyway, so I said, what? So Tisa called me and she said they got a big, like a UPS truck coming down Route 1. And the joint said DEA on the side of the truck. Big like UPS, big truck. And they had the jackets on.
Oh my goodness.
When they hit me, it looked like something you see on TV. They had the helicopter with the bright lights on the building.
Right.
But they cut all the lights out in the building.
Power to the building.
Right. So they had the lights. So when they hit the building, they came because it was dark. You can see nothing. So they tried to bin Laden me, baby. Because the thing was, they said kill him. Anything silver, you see, kill him. But that was the cover up. That was the cover up. Oh, they wanted to take me out. So when they came off the building, the first thing they hit was the balcony. Boom! And when they hit the balcony, I was sitting there watching 48 hours. But the power went out. So the TV gone.
Right.
So everything went out.
Right.
So when they hit the joint, I was sitting there and they had beams everywhere. They said, do not move. And the key was for me to just do anything, and they was going to let me have it. And so my man Hood, he was in the back. My man Hood was in the back. So me and my man Hood was in the house. And they took us out. And when they took us out, we was all on the news. Man, everything. And one thing, man, I say, you's a mama's boy. Mama always gonna be there for you.
Oh, yeah.
Mama was seeing me on the news. And guess what she said? That still ain't my baby. That's not my baby. He would never do that. That's my baby. That's my baby. And I was like, yeah, that was me, mama. She was like, no. That wasn't you, boy. You dumb as hell. That wasn't you. That ain't you, too.
Yeah. Like that happened to you, right? Yep. And a lot of people, I say this all the most common things can happen to two people and they will respond in two completely different ways. Yeah. Now, so that happened to you, but you didn't blame other people. You didn't use it as a way to
see, because right, because that's the game. You knew what you was getting yourself into.
You should know.
You know, it's two things, baby. Death or prison.
Right.
There's no in between.
Right. I know that, and you know that, but there's so many people trying to wiggle between that.
Yeah, they try to wiggle between, and I say, you know what? Pressure is dealt different. People can't take it.
That's true.
Some people take it longer.
That's true.
Some people can't take it at all.
Yeah.
So, but my thing is, if you're gonna do whatever, snitch or don't snitch, but as long as you knew what you was getting yourself into.
How do you feel about the way that everybody is how the snitching wave has gone? So now, if I see a lady that I don't like, I don't know, and I find her phone number and I reach out to her and I say, hey, lady, I'm going to punch you in your face when I see you. It's on site. And she calls the police and I'm like, oh, she's a snitch.
Look. That's
not snitching, right?
Look. Let me tell you something about this. It's a different breed, man.
Well, what's going on?
These young boys, it's a different. I told a young boy one day, I said, man, how can you be out here? The word is you snitching, and your girlfriend is pregnant. How can you be out here snitching and your girlfriend pregnant? Y'all gonna mess around and have a witness.
Yeah, for real. Together. That's what
So,
I
and so, and my thing is, it's a different. These youngins now, they'll tell you they gonna snitch.
Yeah.
I have been in the barbershop. You know, that's where everybody be kicking. These youngins now, they'll tell you, listen, we gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I get caught, I'm not gonna tell the police nothing. I promise you, I'm gonna show them where you live at.
You were just going
I'm gonna show them where you live at. So make sure your mother ain't home and everything out the house. But I'm gonna show them where you live at. That's yes, sir. But I'm gonna show them where you live at. I was like, what? And these young men, they be snitching so bad. The police have to pull the cruiser over and tell them, shut up! Yeah. You're talking too fast. I'm running out of the tape recorder. Be quiet. Shut up.
What do you call it? Body cam footage?
Yeah.
They really
man.
They snitch like crazy.
And then now, but see, they can't take that pressure.
They
like
also don't know the law.
Like Beretta said, don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
They kick them from me on the snitching tip.
Yes.
You know, you're not. There used to be a time when we were going to do this wrong together. If we get caught, we're going to try to not get caught. If I get caught, we didn't get caught.
Exactly.
Now we did this together, and if I get caught, well, I'm not going to be the only one to get in trouble.
See, back the cloth I came from, if everybody doing their thing, everybody getting money. Yeah. If certain people if it's 10 of y'all, 6 of y'all got caught, the other 4 gonna hold that bag till you come home. Right. That's what you supposed to do.
The way that they doing it these days, you come home and we all grow.
Right. But see, now the cloth is cut different.
Yeah.
6 of y'all get caught. The other 4 either gonna have a baby by your girl, or they're gonna spend the money.
Yeah.
Or then they gonna be beefing. They gonna be ducking you. They gonna try to kill you when you get out, so they won't give you none of the money.
So you go ahead and flip in advance.
And so a lot of dudes now like, what? I heard that. What? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's cut different. We had my time back in the late 80s and 90s, man. I would never trade those days for nothing in the world. Nothing. We had fun. A lot of things we did was wrong now. I say we was wrong. But we repent and ask for forgiveness, and you go on. God forgive you from anything, as long as you mean it from your heart, and don't try not to do it again.
Right.
Don't do it again.
How about that?
And so, yes.
Yeah.
And so that's the cloth I came from.
Yeah.
But now I look at these cats now, and I just shake my head.
They moving different.
Look, I was driving one day, and a young'un cut me off, playing his music all loud. I caught him at the light. I just pulled him a light. I just looked at him, and he looked at me and then looked back. And then I looked at him. I just turned my head, and I was like, man, boy, if you'd have caught me in my teens.
How many years? Oh my goodness, you'd
have got all headshots. You'd have got all headshots.
You know, when I run into those moments,
what?
so
Lord
like,
Jesus.
I'm so overwhelmed with thankfulness that I'm not who I was.
Yes,
you
sir. And see, you know what? And see, it never was. And I was off the break. Off the break. I wasn't a killer.
Yeah.
I wasn't no killer.
But you was around for the.
I was around there, and you know, and it was like, and I was like, I was the type of dude that see things and like, look, man, listen. Let me talk to him, and you know, because we don't need that, man. You're gonna bring heat. You're gonna bring too much heat.
Right.
So you know what? Straighten it, and let's talk like men.
Yeah, let's move smarter.
Right, and that's what you know. We those are the good things, but and you ain't even have to go. Listen, you ain't even have to go wait for the news to come on. If you want to know anything about anybody, you just call Sandra in the Stars, and them damn women working, they know everything before they hit the news. If you did have and Sandra in the Stars back then, you was a nosy ass. They knew everything. They be like, oh, yeah, they robbed Fred last week. And you're like, huh? No, nobody know about Fred got robbed. Hey, they was the most nosiest because if I dated a girl and she went to Sandra and started to get her hair done, I cut her off. I cut her off because they gonna go there, they gonna tell somebody, and somebody gonna tell somebody, and somebody gonna tell somebody. All the hustler girlfriends went to Sandra and Styles. So me, nah. I never dated a girl with the Sandra Styles. Nah, that's right. In the basement. That's right. And don't nobody know. Just her and her little badass kids running around the house. One with a pamper on, one with a pamper hanging on.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it. That's it. But that's it. And then
tell me,
yep.
Lenny, what would you attribute your pivot to in your life? What made you pivot, or what made you make the hardest pivot from who Lenny used to be to who Lenny is today?
The hardest thing?
Yeah. The hardest pivot, I want to say. Mm-hmm. Like, what would you attribute that to if you could only pick one thing?
When I had my heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's when
how did that happen? What happened?
We just talked about this yesterday too. Me and my man, I'm gonna give a shout out to my man Mike Washington, comedian, funny dude, real funny dude. He's on tour with Cheryl Underwood now. That's my man. One day, me and Mike, we was just on the phone. Me and Mike on the phone and talk. You might as well. We gonna stay on the phone till the battery go dead, till the phone cut off. We still gonna be like, "Are you there? Are you there?" Oh, me and Mike can talk, baby. Oh, we can go. So, man, we was on the phone. We talking, and so he had a dentist appointment. I had a doctor's appointment. So all that time we talking. Then they called me about a show, a tour. And I should have went to the hospital that Friday, but then I go to that Monday.
Why so you gone to the hospital? Did you not feel well?
No, because my doctor told me.
What? Wait, the doctor told you to go to the hospital?
He said, you have an irregular heartbeat and your heart is swelling. And I said to him, yeah, where's it going to keep swelling? Because I'm going to get that money. I'm going to get that money. I'm going to take and Mike Watson said, man, just take one aspirin. He said, Mike Watson, come on now, Mike. You know what you're saying. Mike said, take one aspirin.
Both of y'all are terrible.
He said, take one aspirin.
So you took an aspirin.
I took aspirin.
That's Friday?
That's Friday. So Monday I get back home. Me and Mike, we laughing and talking, right?
Saturday and Sunday too, but okay, keep going.
Mike said, yeah, I mess around and postpone my dentist appointment too, so I gotta go today. So he gotta go Monday and we gotta go Monday. So we laughing and talking. So I said, Mike, how about you go to the doctor for me and I go to the dentist for you? He was like, I wish it was that easy. Because I'm gonna tell you something, pain will get your attention. I go check on my heart before my teeth. Yeah. So we laughing and joking. I go to the hospital. A week later, I'm calling Mike. I'm in pain. I'm crying. And I'm saying something like that. All 61 years of my life, I never cried in front of nobody.
Really?
Yes, my mother said, you know, a real man would cry in front of people to see that you're human.
Yeah.
But my father said, a real man don't cry. You cry from the inside and you deal with your pain better. Because, son, don't nobody give a damn.
I'm not going to
yeah, but my father was on a whole different level of thinking. He said because when people see your weakness, they know you. And they coming for you. He said, but if nobody never see you cry, they're going to be like, man, this dude been through this. He been through that. This person did him dirty. And he's still standing. With a smile on his face.
See,
and my father said, one thing about my father, My father was a type of dude on a whole different level. My father can look at you, talk to you, and hate you at the same time. You never know how he was coming at you, but he was coming. Oh, he was coming. My father, you know what? He gonna get you, but he gonna get you today. He ain't gonna get you tomorrow, but he gonna get you. And ain't nobody never gonna know about it.
Wow. Ain't nobody gonna know what happened.
And that's how he was. My father was a whole different type of man, and everybody thought he was the laid back, coolest dude you ever wanted to meet. But he was a straight animal. Yes, he was a straight animal. Yeah, he used to say, "Let me tell you something, son. If people don't see you coming, they can't judge you. That's it. If a person only see you one way, that's the only way they can judge you. A clean, laid back, cool guy would never do it. So when they hit the fan, people say, nah, he would never do that. Not him, he wouldn't do that. And then guess what? They'll move on to the next person.
Your father be coming out the house,
Yes.
blood running down
Oh,
the
yes.
house, the hair
Straight animal. Yes, sir. He would never do it. Because he was always smiling and joning and laughing, having a good time. But woo, Lord Jesus, he was a whole different animal. Yeah, yes, yeah. And but he was so you know, he always taught me like that. And but so I reached out to Mike.
Yeah.
And I never forget when they said, man, I went to a week later. But before I went to Southern Maryland, Hospital. And
Southern Maryland, I got a baby there.
And they told me, they said, it's nothing we can do for him.
For who? For you?
Yep.
That's what they said to you?
They told my mother that, my family that.
Oh my God.
So they said that his heart is messed up so bad. We only giving him an hour to live.
Were you conscious still?
Yeah, I was conscious still. And but they then after that, my body just started shaking. And they told my family that we're gonna fly him to Washington Hospital Center and let them take a chance at him. They say, because if he stay here, he gonna die for sure. They gave me 1 hour to live, so they flew me to Washington Hospital Center.
Were you scared at that moment?
Yeah, because I was like, I can't go like this, man.
What can I do to change it?
Man, I just can't go. And then people remember this here, man. When you like that, that's Judgment Day. If your bad overtake your good, God give you a second chance. But I mean, I'm sorry, if your good overtakes your bad, God give you a second chance. But if your bad overtakes your good, it's checkout time. It's Judgment Day. You see what you're doing, you're making your peace with God because you're crossing over. The darker you get, most of the time you don't come out of coma. Because that you hostage status.
Right.
So you're making your peace with God. You're crossing over. So they came out and they was like, it ain't looking good. He ain't gonna make it. It's not looking good. They gave me 1 hour to live. And when I opened my eyes and came to, good God Almighty, I'd never forget. They said, boy, the devil don't want you and God ain't ready for you. And I just spread the goodness of God and what he can do for you. So now, no matter what people going through, I tell people there is a God. There is a God. And sometimes you ain't got time to pray. Some people don't know how to pray.
Right. That's
God said,
that's the biggest.
Right. It's not about how and what and when. If you don't know how, just call his name. Jesus.
You better say that's the truth.
Just call his name.
Yeah.
And I tell people, and I tell women that stop saying he have a good role model in his life, or she ain't have a good role model in their life. Your kids ain't have a good role model in their life. That's why they like that. Don't speak that over your kids.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something right
So
now.
limitation.
Let me tell you something right now. If you believe in God, God will bring somebody in that life
Yes.
to teach them life. On you ain't got to be laying up with them. You ain't got to do that. It could be an uncle. It could be a man in the neighborhood.
It could be
your teacher. It could be your brother. It could be your sister.
Yeah.
God knows when He bring people in your life, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
It's for a reason.
Yeah.
So that's what I tell people. I see kids all the time. If I see a kid acting ugly or talking back to his mother, I'll pull him up, say, little man, let me holler at you for a minute. And I say, listen here, man. I done been to hell and back. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if your mother turned her back on you, you're done.
You know how many people act
You
blissfully
are
unaware of that?
Yeah. And I tell, and that's the fact. You see, because mama's baby and daddy's baby.
You know, that's her favorite quote. Shut up. Mama, did you hear mama's baby, daddy's baby? My mama say that all the time. I used to think she was just trying to flex.
No.
My father,
No, because I'm gonna tell you something right now, baby. When you get in trouble, you call mama.
Hey, I don't even waste the time on the third party.
Yes, sir.
You know, I was watching this thing the other day. They were saying, you call. So here's the start point, right? You need money. You call dad. Dad sends you money. Right? That's how I said. It said you call mom. You need money. You call mom. Why didn't you call me earlier? How come you ain't tell me yesterday?
That's it.
Mom sends you money, right? I don't even care about all this. I'll take all of this before I'm going to reach out to this one and maybe not get to that third step.
Right.
I know she's going to get down there eventually.
Right.
You know?
But my thing is this here too. This is what I tell my kids. You always hitting daddy up for money. And see, this is the catch. You hit me up every time you want something. But you don't want to listen to my advice. If you listen to my advice, you won't need my money.
Probably not.
Right.
Look, maybe, I don't know.
And my father said this here. My father said this here to me one time. And I'm going to tell you, it's the most powerful thing that's ever said to me. And I take it and I live with it. My father said, live your life like you ain't got nobody in this world but you. And you will always have something.
That is true.
Think about it. I'm gonna give you a great example.
That's very true.
Listen to me. Okay, here we go. Check this out. If I gave you $100, right? And you got people to fall back on. Yeah. You got friends and family to fall back on. You see some shoes, you're gonna spend $100. Because you got everybody to go to get you some money, hold you till you get paid. But if you live your life like you ain't got nobody in this world but you, I give you $100. You know what? You're not gonna get them shoes. You put them on layaway,
right? And
then put money at a time, then come back and get them,
right?
But you would spend $10 here, $10 there, till you get paid again. But you know what? You're gonna say, I'm gonna put 50 right here. And I'm gonna live off this 50. So,
smart.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because you ain't got nobody in this world but you. Even though you have people, program your mind that they're gonna talk about you and you're gonna argue, so you're not gonna go to them.
Right.
Give you $100, that 50 will turn into 100.
Yeah.
Because you ain't had nobody, and you will always have something. And when you get older, and you look at all the money and how your life changed. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. It was a man that said something that made more sense than anybody in the whole wide world. And people like, nah, he ain't smart. No. Okay, it was a man. Check this out. He never lived in a house.
Okay.
Never.
Okay.
He told me the American dream is to keep you in debt.
I believe that
The American dream is for you
wholeheartedly.
have kids,
Go to
have a
college.
family,
Go to college first.
go to
Get into debt
college,
before you even get the
buy a
kids.
house,
Yeah.
buy all these cars.
All the things that
Now
cost
you
money.
in debt for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's what make the economy float.
Yeah.
If you don't spend no money, the economy can't float.
That's true.
So he said, you know what? If you had $2,500 and you was approved for a house for 30 years and your mortgage was $2,500, I wouldn't take it. He said, this is what you do. You take $1,500, go get you a nice luxury apartment. You take $1,000, put that in a retirement account. Now you building a retirement for yourself,
Yeah.
and you building a retirement on your job.
Yeah.
He said, now watch this. He said, now watch the math. That house would never be yours. Them bricks is yours.
Yeah.
Even though if you buy the property, you still got to pay taxes.
Yeah.
So he said, now check this out. He said, check this out now. If your heater go out,
Right.
you got to go buy a boiler.
Yeah.
He said, but if you live in an apartment, they gonna fix it.
That's true.
He said, you know what? In years to come, you're gonna need carpet.
Yeah.
You got to buy that.
Yeah.
You live in an apartment, they're gonna replace your carpet. They're gonna replace everything, and
That's true.
every so many years, they're gonna replace everything in your house for free, in your apartment for free.
That's true.
You get nothing free in a house.
That's true.
And years to come, you're gonna need a roof. Or you're gonna look real cute and sexy and have a lot of clothes, and when it starts raining, your roof gonna be leaking, and you scared to invite people over to your house. You got to check the weather.
True. Yeah.
So he's saying, then sooner or later you're gonna have to get the bricks filled. You're gonna have to get your driveway, the concrete, and start cracking. He said, you would never own that house. You always gonna have work done to the house. And people tell me, what about the equity? The equity. If you live right, damn the equity. He said, now listen to me now.
Yeah, equity on apartment.
He said, now, in 40 years, 30 years, do the math. Boy, you done saved probably about you done raised, and you done have about $2 million to $3 million in your account. But you still in debt in that house. And then if you die, your kids not gonna keep it up. They're gonna sell it. They don't want it. They're gonna let that junk. They're not gonna keep it up like you.
They don't want it. They don't want it. They wouldn't have moved there.
They wouldn't move
They
there. They just want the money. They want the money. So you bust your ass for 30-some years, and at the end, don't nobody want it. And he said, now check this out now. Every 4 years, he got a brand new Mercedes. He traveled the world. And the bills.
Oh yeah.
Now, with that house, his siblings was always calling him. Hey man, give me this, loan me that, give me this. He said, I told you. Give me this, I can't go nowhere, man, because I got this. But guess what? Every family reunion, he pulls up in a brand new Mercedes. And guess what? He ain't stressed out. Still looking good with a pocket full of money. And all his siblings say right now, I wish I'd have listened to your daddy.
Advice that you received in your life?
The best.
That's the best.
The best.
And what would you say if there was one piece of advice, right, that you could leave to your children, right?
That advice right there.
I was about to say, well, no, wait. Now you can't leave them that. It's only 3 things they can remember about you, right? Whether it be what you thought, how you felt, or how you treated them, or things you said, whatever it may be. Only 3 things they can remember. And your name, if that's one of them, is one of them. So what 3 things would you let them have them remember?
They remember that I always try to spoil my kids. I'm going to tell you why people say you don't do that. I tell you why. I spoil them, try to do for them, be there for them, because, and I tell them, as they get older, the real world don't give a damn about you.
Yeah.
So I let them enjoy life while they're getting older,
Yeah.
so they can continue on doing what I'm doing for them.
Yeah.
And I tell my daughters, if a man can't do what daddy do, cut his ass off.
Yeah.
And I tell my sons, if a woman can't treat you
Mm-hmm.
the right way, you tell her these words right here. All the women in the world I could have had, I chose you, and you broke my heart. Your ass got to go. Sit down, for I can see a real woman standing behind you.
Oh, whoa, that end part though. It was the end.
Your ass got to go.
It was the sit down so I could see a real woman standing behind you.
That's it. I tell them that. I program that in their heart.
That was.
I tell them that.
So wait, you don't have the same rules or the same preferences for your daughters as you do for your son?
No.
What's the difference?
Because you got women, you got a woman, and you got a man.
Mm-hmm.
Life is different. People say it's the same. No, life is different. And that's how I school them with the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I sit back and I tell the truth. A woman got something that will always keep her on top. Tell you a joke. Tell you a joke. 3 kids were sitting outside one day. 3 kids were sitting outside one day. So you know what? Pastor walked up to him. Say, you know what? What you want to be when you grow up? Little boy said, I want to be a doctor. He said, that's good. Go to college. Go to school. Stay focused. Asked the other little boy, what you want to be? Little boy said, I want to be a lawyer. Because all these bad police, a lot of people in jail, some people in jail don't supposed to be there. He said, good thought. Asked one little kid. Before he asked the little kid, there's 3 cars parked across the street. Mercedes, BMW, and a convertible Bentley. 3 of them. Asked the little boy, what you want to be? He said, when I get a little older, I'm going to get a hair transplant all over my body. The pastor paused. The other 2 kids looked. He said, why? He said, my mother got a little bit of hair shaped like this, and she owns all 3 of them. So what I'm trying to say is this: you talk to a boy, and you talk to a boy, and you talk to a woman different. And see, because it's different. It's different because, and this is the truth. I'm keeping it 1800 with no chaser, baby. Good God Almighty, the world is different. I got to keep it 1800 with no chaser. I got to keep it 1800 with no chaser, baby. Good God Almighty. So I got to keep it 1800, baby, with no chaser.
You say so because I remember telling my son, right? I remember telling my son when guys find out that their guy is dating a new girl, right? They're like, oh, what she look like, right? But when women find out that their friend is dating a new guy, the first question is, what does he do?
Yes.
Don't nobody care what he looks like.
Yes.
Nobody cares.
Yes.
If you like him, we love him.
Yeah, listen here. So, and this how you know your man is ugly.
How? Let me how? How you know?
Don't brag about your man. Let your girlfriends tell you all about your man. Do not be saying he's dark skinned, chocolate, bald head, bow legged. He is so fine. Girl, wait till he come through that door. This is how you know your man ugly. When he walk through that door, and one of your girlfriends call you in the kitchen and say, "Girl, as long as he make you happy."
Oh, not as long as he makes you happy. That's true. I'm gonna give you that one guarantee. Somebody says as long as he makes you happy. Girl, they don't want to. They know I ever say that.
No, but the generation the generation now, men now, I say girly men.
Yeah.
Because they cut different.
Yeah.
Because
it's like they're so sassy.
Yeah, like they walk around with their feelings on their sleeve.
Just
because right, because you know what? When a man breaks up with the woman, she acts like the man. And when a woman breaks up with the man, he acts like the female.
Why though? What do you think changed that? And don't say single moms because we've
been
all raised by single moms for the most part. You know what I mean?
It's social media.
It's social. It has to be.
They fell for the okie doke.
Yeah.
And see, and you know what? We gonna switch. We don't went left field, and I'm gonna keep it 1800, but no chasing. Don't wear your feelings on your sleeve. I'm gonna keep it 1800, but no chasing. See, all what's going on now, it's a mind thing. See, don't nobody move like the black culture. We are the best. We kings. We queens. So back in the day, if you had feminine ways, the big boys in the neighborhood, they're gonna chase you down. They catch you, they're gonna punch you in your chest. They're gonna make a man out of you. And then you have relatives will sit you down and talk to you. But if that's what you want to continue, that's fine. But you knew that they knew. See, now men have been brainwashed. Women too. See, the black culture is not producing no more like they used to. Because guess what? No. Two men can't make a baby.
Oh, that's true.
Two women can make a baby. So they make, being gay, LGBT, don't take it the wrong way. Not being disrespect. I'm not trying to disrespect, but I'm speaking facts. White people go to work every day and go in a room and sit behind a desk and figure out a way to keep the black culture down. That's what they do every day, to figure out a way how to keep you down.
Well, I think there's some work from home positions.
Right. Yeah. And so look, so think about this. They made it a crime now. They get more rights than black people. The gay culture. They get more rights than we get.
In what way?
And always.
Really?
I tell you what, walk in the room, police standing right there. Slap a black person. Oh, he just playing. You slap a gay person, your ass going to jail.
Well, wait,
yes.
It a hate crime if you slap a black person, though? If
What?
you're not black? That's not hate? That's not a hate crime?
Let me tell you something. Let me break it
I
down
thought
to you.
hate crimes was race
No,
or...
let me tell you something. Let me break it down to you. When you white, you're innocent to proven innocent. When you're black, your ass is guilty to proven guilty. And so what I'm trying to say is they made that a crime. They've been killing us for years.
And nobody's ever done it.
No, right. So if I pay you entertainers, if I pay you $2 million, $3 million to put a dress on, well, I know my man's what I know I'm not, but I'm with his dress. So you got young kids seeing that it's okay to wear a dress. So now they're wearing. See, they don't stop right there. They take it to the next level. So now you are what you are. I don't knock nobody for being who you are and what you do. to me, it's a mind game.
Yeah, I think the issue becomes not so much when you have, not so much the gay culture, but more so when you have people that are no longer respecting other people because now we're in a battle for who
Exactly.
is top or who is
Exactly.
originals or who
Right.
matters more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
that's where,
and so
this whole time, let's be real, like as Black people and as, even the gay community, it shouldn't be, it seems like together we could rule the world. Like the white
but
gays
they
have no
don't
issues
want
coming out.
us
Like,
to come together.
That the whole point is the divisiveness, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
See,
It's just like men and women.
see, the Black, if you're not producing,
Mm-hmm.
you're
Well,
done.
it's just like the battle of the sexes, though, right?
Right.
Everybody acts like they're completely unaware of this effort there is to, or this mission to separate Black men and women from each other, right? And it seems so crazy that everybody's like, why do Black men hate Black women? Why do Black women hate Black men?
No.
Well, if we're all asking that question, doesn't it make you think maybe we don't hate
Exactly. See, it starts back in the day with the government. Like I say, white people put a suit on every day and go to work on Capitol Hill, sit behind a desk and think about how to keep the Black race down. That's their job. It's the job. It's facts. It's facts. So what they do, we'll give you housing, we'll give you food stamps, but you can't let the father be in the house. So now the father is not in the house. So now mama getting all this. So mama don't need you no more. That's right. He got to be on child support. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. And see, the hardest thing in the world is to be a Black man. It's the hardest thing in the world. And I'm gonna tell you something.
Being a Black woman is just as hard, though. It is. Because not
No,
might also be a Black male or Black woman.
Watch this here. Watch this here. Black woman goes to work. This is how they do it.
Go ahead.
This is how they do it. See, I know the mind games, baby. I'm 61.
Go ahead.
I had a powerful mother and a powerful father that taught me everything. Let me tell you something. This is what they do.
Go ahead.
They're going to give you a raise on the job. See, we live together. We married. We got kids. We doing good. We don't talk everybody on the job. No, we married. You got a good home.
Okay.
So what they do, they give you a raise. I'm a maintenance man. You making more money than I make. Instead of us coming together, saying our money is our money. And you done making a little more money now. So you got a raise at the job. You up there. You doing your thing. I'm still down here with my little maintenance job. But I'm a man. I'm a man. So now you with this person, with that person. So one day we have a disagreement. Oh, okay, that's how you really feel. I'm running this house. I bring in all the money. Your little money that you bring, that your little money what you bring now is little now. And guess what? Only thing you did was put that inside of me and gave me kids. But let me tell you something. I'm the breadwinner. See, that's mistake number one. At the end of the day, I'm still a man. No matter what you do, I'm still a man. And I got to go to work and bite my tongue working with these people. I can't say what I want to say. Then I got to come home and deal with a woman. That see, I'm going to break it down to you. Man must love a woman. You hear me? Man must love a woman. But show it anywhere and show it to me anywhere where it says woman must love man. Good God Almighty. I'm preaching, baby. Oh, let me break it down. Oh, I'm preaching now, baby. Yes, sir. I'm coming home now. Let me come home with this here. See, woman must respect man. See, if you don't respect me, then you can't love me. All right, that's a go with a woman. If a woman don't respect you, she don't love you. And when she don't love you, hey, baby boy, you on your way out the door. See, you go from the couch and your next move is out the door. You never sleep on no couch. I don't care what you go through and what you do. Don't go on no couch. Because if you go on the couch, the next move, you out the door. She making more money than you making. She talking back to you now. And you got to bite your tongue And so you come out and you're dealing with this.
I hear you, right? I hear you. But from experience,
Good God Almighty.
I have been married and I have been in the position where I was making more money. And that was not our situation at all. It
Okay.
was like that. However,
Mhm.
I do know that I noticed at a time that he felt a certain type of way
Yes.
about me making more money. Not because I flexed it or anything, but mind you also. So while this woman is making more money, she also has to bite her tongue, right? At work. She's also dealing with that same, not only does she deal with racism, right, and classism in that job, but then she also has to deal with the backbiting of other Black women, right? Because we do that as Black women. So not only do I have Becky saying, excuse me, you were at lunch for 3 minutes more than you were supposed to, but then I have Lakeisha who called Becky 3 minutes before lunch was over to say she not back yet, you know what I mean? And
Right.
then on top of that, then you also have the balance game of what is society making my man feel, even if I'm like kissing his whole butthole, what is society making him feel about the fact that I make more money than he does? Does that make him feel like less than a man? Just like people have, Napoleon complexes and things like that. Oftentimes people's issues are not the other person. It's often their perception.
But see, what I'm saying, I understand what you're saying totally, but no, what I'm saying
So
is,
she might not be so
so what I'm saying is this here. A woman would get a raise before her husband get a raise.
Not necessarily. I have 25 years in HR experience, and I have definitely
You start making that money.
pay men over women over and over. Because guess what? We also prefer men over women. Women prefer men over women. Did you know that? Just
Yes.
period. So if I see a man working in HR, 25 years experience, okay? Working in HR. If you see a man actually trying to do what's right and trying to come up in the ranks in their career, generally speaking, the whole HR department has his back. Because guess what the HR department normally is? It's normally all women. We might have one man in there. And that one man, we riding for him, just like we riding for every other man in the building that's trying to come up, especially the Black men. So the white women be like, oh, he's trying to do better for his life. And the Black women are like, that's right, brother. You trying to do better for your life. That's right.
And then guess what we say?
What y'all say?
The Black man say, you know what? I'm making money now. I got one more Black relationship left in me. Then after that, I got one more Black relationship left in me. Then after that, I'm going to get me a white girl, straighten my credit out, and move to Virginia.
Look, North, Virginia to be exact. I hope you all enjoyed this show. I really did enjoy talking.
Oh, they enjoy the show.
I know they better have.
They better enjoy the show.
This cupcake in front of you is brought to you by Pro Cakes. As you all know, I try to always get a cupcake from Pro Cakes every episode, right? And so, everybody, that when you come to Iverson Mall, you're looking for what? The snickerdoodles.
Snickerdoodles, baby.
Like when you go to Forestville, so I get you a snickerdoodle cupcake.
Right.
So that's from Pro Cakes. It's the Black-owned snickerdoodle cookie place in Iverson Mall. So it's right beside the great cookie or the big cookie. But the great cookie isn't necessarily.
Right. I seen dude in there when I walked by. I spoke to a dude, and this girl in there, a lady in there working too.
Yeah.
And,
so they add brown sugar too.
Right, and so and see, I can tell his position too, because he looking like, man, I don't even want to be in this mall. She got my little cute shirt on, the little blue shirt on. He look like, come on, bro, don't do that to me, man.
So, first off, can you tell people where they can follow you? First off, can you tell us what is your advice to people on why existing is not enough, and where can people follow you? And then that is for our show.
Yes, you can follow me on social media. Now I want y'all to take out your phones while you're at home and follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is comedian L. It's 2 L's now. It's comedian LLENNY. That's comedian L Lenny. Comedian L Lenny. Comedian LLENNY. And on TikTok and my Facebook, I just got my with Facebook. I just got my friends and following on Facebook, because people sit around all day ain't got nothing to do but hack your account. What thrill do you get out of hacking somebody's account? So you can follow my Facebook. On Facebook, it's comedian Laughing Lenny. That's comedian LAUGHINLENNY. That's my Facebook page, which my fan page, because like I said, somebody hacked my normal page, but you can follow me on my fan page. And I said again, that's comedian Laughing Lenny, LAUGHINLENNY. Also, that's my TikTok page too. TikTok and Facebook is comedian Laughing Lenny without the G now. Comedian Laughing Lenny. Comedian LAUGHINLENNY.
In case you all want to
That's
check
right.
it out, definitely.
That's right. And then it tells you, I got a lot of stuff I'm working on, a lot of stuff I got coming up, and come out, check me out, man. I love to make people laugh. I talk about real life. I talk about everyday life that things people want to say, they just can't say it, but they want to say it.
Yes. So y'all make sure you check out Laughing Lenny. Make sure you go to his IG, go to his Facebook. It's at the bottom of the screen. Subscribe so you can make sure you stay ready for updates.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you're subscribed to Lavish Conversations on YouTube so you can check out my future interviews and the past interviews. Go ahead and check those out. And next week we will be with Chris from TLB. I would say he is, definitely handling the bounce beat. He is the bounce beat champion in my book anyway.
Can I say one more thing? Because I know we got to go.
One last thing.
Okay, listen to him. I grew up on the real go-go back when we were smoking boat back in the day. Those are my go-go days.
Still some people out there on that boat.
Anacostia Park, Battle of the Bands, butt naked, with Timberland boots and drop socks. Them was the good old days.
Thank you so much, Lenny. I appreciate you.
Definitely.
Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure that you all continue to be the best you that you can be, because there is literally nobody out here better suited for the job than you.
That's
and I'm
right.
sure you're out there killing it. Talk to you next week. Thank you. Thanks again, Lenny.
We had fun.
Hey, look, let me talk my talk. Let me speak my piece. It's for all my dogs. Coming straight off the leash. She kill them all like the Reaper. I need a girl like MEKA. She jumping out the gym on all them hoes. Shorty came straight out the bleachers. Hey, she the baddest. Hey,